Greetings and welcome to Sunday afternoon football. Dennis Cometti here, broadcasting live. Accompanying me is Matthew Richardson.
Thanks, Dennis. Should be a great one today.
The banners look great as the players get set to run through them. The cheer squad's hard work is paying off. The banner looks great and everything is spelt correctly. Mind you, I'm the last man to ask. We have the toss of the coin. So we've reached the final round of the home and away season. For some teams, it's just a matter of playing out the season. For others, it's the chance of a grand final win. It's just around the corner.
For me, Dennis, the final round of the season is a great time to see some of the exciting new talent coming through for the teams that aren't in finals contention as they begin to prepare.
And here we go.
Love is playing every game as if it's your last.
Here's the bounce. McAvoy knocks it down the field. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Wells with a clinical drop punt. Over the top of the pack. Side bottom feeds it wide. Birchall grabs that one. He chooses to play on. Over the top of the pack. Mitchell kicks it a long way. He gets above the crowd. Bruce taking aim. There's a vast chasm between him and the goals ahead. Nice work from Blair. Picture-perfect drop punt. Wells claims the ball. He spears the ball. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Vasolic with a clinical drop punt.
Side bottom. It's just a real slippery customer if you give him any space. Hodge slams the ball to his boot. The mark will be paid. McAvoy getting into position for the kick. He slams that on the boot. Bruce with great hands. He steadies now in front of goal.
Going for goal number one. Bruce did well then. The first goal going to the Hawks. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Grundy punches it, takes possession. Dunn has the ball. He's got the head down as he charges home for goal. Stratton, a good crummer, kicks. Burgoyne got under it. Works it across the ground. The ball is socket. Squeezes on a handball. Main lays it off to the running man. Low kick. Wells drops it. It's impossible to outplay an opponent you can't outthink. Think about that. Boots it. All of a sudden the ball has become a hot potato. Quickly disposed of by Main. Moore picks up the bouncing ball. He gave it a crack, but it sailed wide of the goal. The Magpies can still catch up here. They're less than a goal down. Gibson with the torpedo. The contest, no match for him.
Birchall, he's creative with his game. He always makes an appearance on the highlight reel. Rioli, really forced to earn that mark. He slams that on the boot. We're at the 92nd mark. Barco scoops it up. Mitchell picks up the ball. Adams gathers the ball. He cuts the ball off. Good hand skills there.
McAvoy making his way in. Let's hope he's compensated for the win. He looks for a man on the lead. A kick to himself and play on by Power. Takes it well.
Fasolo may not be the first guy you'd follow into battle, but you're glad that he's on your team, that's for sure. Only 1 minute to go. Blair marks it. He boots it. He takes a strong mark, puts boot to ball. Gunston with a strong mark. He lines it up with the goal.
What was the intention of that kick, Richard?
That was an absolute shocker.
Kick by Blair. Varker alone for the uncontested mark. Spears a low ball. He was never going to get that. Intercepted by O'Mara. Kicked in a flurry. Puopolo collects. Didn't middle that kick, did he, Richo?
He might as well have just dropped the ball on the ground, Dennis. Degoe, he's really good at reading the play out on the field. He just needs to start doing it faster. Lining it up with the goal now. Burgoyne goes for home. The ball's travelling. There's no contest for that mark. Concentrating hard as he lines up the goal. Rough head, goes for goal.
The Hawks in front by 2 goals with that score. And there's the bounce. McAvoy with the tap. Schoenmakers is able to grab it on the half volley. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Wells puts it on the boot. Taken by Birchall. Let's go to Richo now and take a look at the stats.
Although Collingwood have had 6 handballs, Hawthorn are on 2, which isn't much of a difference at this stage. Neither team showing any superiority in the tackling count today. Really close, locked horns in the tackle contests, 6-4.
Thanks for that, Richo. The second quarter has begun.
There are only 2 options regarding commitment. You're either in or out. There is no such thing as footy in between.
Vasolic with the ball. He gains possession. Kicked at goal by Main. A monster of a kick gets home. Chalk it up 6 points. That's his first. Here we go. McAvoy knocks it down the field. Grundy with the ball. Side bottom runs past and gets the ball. Umpire calls for the ball. McAvoy decisively. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Side bottom on the ball at the moment. The spilled ball is collected. Grundy threading the needle right there. Kicks. The ball goes over the line and out of play. Umpire lets it loose. McAvoy taps it. The bouncing ball is controlled. Jumping at shadows. Man down. There's a guy down. We need a medic. Richo, what does it look like to you?
McAvoy will be heading off the field. That looks really serious to me.
Scoops up the ball. O'Mara with the football. He grabs it on the run. Jams it on the boot. Gunston being penalised there. Nice drop punt. Taken by Shields.
Shields told me recently that he really loves playing for this club, and you can really see it in his attitude on the field. I think he's going to play for this club for a long, long time. Schoenmakers knocks it down. You heard the umpire, free kick. He kicks it long, and the ball goes out of play.
Vasoli coming off. The ball is in the air. Moore hits it. He's got the football now. Kicks it. So well timed. Booted by Langford. He scoops the ball off the ground. He grabs it on the run. Langdon is able to squeeze a kick through the pack. Testing shot outside the 50. Done with a chance to level the scores. The huge kick makes it to the goals. The Magpies have scored the last 2 goals. Richo, this match keeps getting better and better.
Schoenmakers got a really good footballing brain. Sicily thought he had him. He slams that on the boot. Barco just wanted it more then. He slams that on the boot. Rioli with the ball. Puts boot to ball. Rough head, takes the mark uncontested.
Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. The Hawks lead a goal of difference. And look at that bounce. Punch by Schoenmakers. Vasolic has the ball. Lobs the pass. Ground control to Major Tom. Great grab. He steadies now in front of goal. 20 metres out. Roughhead dead in front of goals. Roughhead drives the ball towards goal. Hawthorn 2 goals up. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Good bounce. McAvoy taps it. We have a free kick. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop punt.
Hawthorn have been dominant in the air and they're marking everything. The Magpies need to stop trying to outmark Hawthorn and just get a fist into the contest. Langdon with good strong hands. He boots it. Grundy with the mark. He gets boot to the ball. Side bottom with a strong mark.
Sends it on its way. Greenwood had it, lost it. Ball crosses the boundary. It looks like the umpire has decided it's a boundary throw-in. McAvoy directs it down. Treloar, I have no idea how you managed to get that out. Kicked in a flurry. Out of bounds near the 50. Sends the Sharon on its way. Marks. Slams it on the boot. A good mark under the circumstances. Almost half-time. Mistimes the kick. Shields got under it. Send the top in, big fella. Richo, how well are these teams performing?
Not much difference between the way these two teams are kicking. Both fairly even on 39 and 30. Neither team are giving an inch in the terms of marking. Hawthorn on 22 and the Magpies on 20.
Cheers, Richo. Well, I hope you enjoyed that first half. Back soon with half number 2. Looks like the players are ready for this. Let's get started.
Champions keep playing until they get it right.
Hits the running man. Sicily has gone missing, Richo.
He seems to be watching his opponent rather than the ball, Dan.
Thumps the pigskin. Marked by Barco. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines the shot up. The ball goes over the line. Thumps the pigskin. He controls the bouncing ball. We get a ball up on the wing.
McAvoy has been a solid contributor for this team. His coach will know what to expect from him week to week, which really helps when structuring the team.
McAvoy gets onto the ball. He picked it up off the ground. He has the ball. Has it now. He grabs it on the run. He gets another possession. There'll be a ball up in the centre square.
A good hit out there. He handballs it. Sicily kicks it. Rough head, really forced to earn that mark. He lines it up with the goal. Rough head, has a kick. The ball's up. Goal for the Hawks. It's the Hawks with the lead over the Magpies.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. McAvoy directs it down. Lucky bounce collected is in his possession. He has the ball. The ball is smothered. Takes control of the bouncing ball. Shields handballs it to the open paddock. Burgoyne was taken high. Kicked by Burgoyne. Picked up the ball. Adams gets the ball. Is in his possession. Moore shoots off the handball. Squeezes out a handball. Dishes it off to the running player. He collects the loose ball. Is in his possession. Side bottom unloads one towards goal. Side bottom sinks it from a long way out. The scoreboard's starting to worry Collingwood now.
Collingwood have been really predictable out there. They need to mix it up, break the line, start taking more of a chance, or this game will be lost.
Punch by McAvoy. A desperate kick there. Bounces favourably for Crisp. Langford doesn't waste that opportunity. Smith gets it on the bounce. The ball bounced favourably for Adams. Finding the running player. Side bottom whacks one on the boot for goal. Side bottom goes long and gets the goal.
Side bottom can be forced onto any side and he's still just as competent.
The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Counting down, we've hit the 90-second mark. Handball finds Fasola. He's got the footy in his hands. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. Done with the kick. Gibson takes the mark.
Gibson's got good knowledge of the game and he can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster. Langdon gets bumped, side bottom, intercepts the ball. No one around troubling him there. Main kicks the ball. Shields with the ball.
Kicks it. The loose ball picked up by Burgoyne. He has the ball and the mark will be paid. Hastily kicked. A nice uncontested mark for Moore.
It's just a real slippery customer if you give him any space. Side bottom, puts his boot on it. No one around troubling him there. He kicks the ball. That's a mark. Sending it on its way.
Nice work from Schoenmakers. Slams it on the boot. Howe picks up the loose ball. Certainly that was not a hand pass. The umpire thinks the same and awards the free. Langdon slams it on the boot. Side bottom presents and takes the mark. Puts boot to ball. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. Takes it well. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop punt. This is a great angle to kick from. This to equalise. Shade gets his first. Richo, this match keeps getting better and better. Umpire bounces the ball. Seesaw affair. And at the end of the term, both sides on 31. Let's have a look at the stats.
In terms of marking, neither team looks to have an advantage over the other. Not a lot of difference in the tackling stats. The Hawks are slightly ahead with 23 to 20.
Hadn't thought of it quite like that, Richo. After the break, the players should be eager to get started and finish the game with a win for their side.
Pain is temporary. It may last a minute, an hour, or a day, or a year. But eventually it will subside and something else will take its place. If you quit, however, it will last forever.
Dunn setting his sights on the goals. 50 metres from home. A lovely drop punt. That was all Stratton. Shade brought him down, holding the ball. Shade kicks for goal. Oh, tough break. Time won't be a factor in this race.
Gibson, he's creative with his game. He always makes an appearance on the highlight reel. Great hands. He kicks the ball.
Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Impey foolishly pushes his opponent in the back. Sends the Sharon on its way. Side bottom kicks. A mark by Shade lining up the goal now. Sends the Sharon on its way. Dump marks it. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. The ball is hammered towards goal by Dunn. Sends it home with a mighty kick. We'll be happy with goal number 2. Collingwood by 7 points. There's the bounce.
I think the Hawks mids will be saying to the rest of the team that they've lived up to their end of the deal. They're dominating the clearances, but they aren't seeing any reward for their work on the scoreboard. Elliott kicks the ball. Hodge with beautiful hands above the head. He really is a great target to kick to. Hoskin Elliott with the ball.
Picture perfect drop punt. Side bottom takes the mark. He spears the ball. Dropped by Shade. Very quiet by his standards. Umpires picked it up. He stepped over the boundary line. Both ruckmen standing their ground. Claimed by McAvoy. Grundy gains possession. Shields onto the ball. Gathers the ball. Gives it to Langdon. The spilled ball is collected. He receives the handball. Only 90 seconds remaining. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. 60 metres out. You know more about him than me, Richo. Reckon he can bag this one?
It's just too far out for him, Dan.
Sicily, a long way out. Howe, not fazed by the pressure, gets his kick away. Going for goal number 1. He'll be happy with that. This game is getting more exciting by the second. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. McAvoy is a class above. I expect he'll continue to dominate Grundy. Vasolic picks up the bouncing ball. Treloar onto the ball. Nice mark there. Jams it on the boot. Main gets the upper hand.
Main needs to work on his vertical leap because at times he can be found wanting when he's leaping for the ball. Main goes for home. Goal for the Magpies.
The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The bounce is straight up and down. McAvoy decisively. Sicily gets a nice bump from Blair. Shields was taken high. Shields launches it. The ball over the line. The umpire's throw is a good one. McAvoy with the tap. Oxley there to mop it up. Squeezes out a handball. Gets the ball. What a big hip and shoulder. He's got on the end of that. He takes the shot. I see it, but I don't believe it. The fans are really getting their money's worth.
The Hawks need to play on at all costs now and start getting some more running goals on the board.
Sicily with the football. The ball in the hands of Fasola. Takes possession. Jams it on the boot now. Strong mark. Jams it on the boot. He wins the contest. The spiralling torpedo from Langford. Burgoyne knows he needs to hang on to them. Shields can't hold on to the tackle. Blair receives the ball. Boots it. De Goey from behind. Boof, eat my goal. The defence has footy pie all over their jumper. The Magpies are victorious. Richo, any last-minute thoughts?
The Hawks have let what they cannot do interfere with what they can do, and the results speak for themselves.
Final scores are 50-43. Well, that's all we have time for. We only part to meet again, maybe next weekend.